Was good, chosen vessels? GCV was good. God's chosen vessels for Christ. Everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit that share button. All the new viewers was good. Everybody hit that subscribe button. Welcome to Druuill, God's chosen vessel, where we came to give you more and never lesser. Everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit that share button, and do yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button because you're not going to want to miss any of the content that I got coming for you. You're a chosen vessel. You're a chosen one. You're a light being, an infinite being, a star seed. I already know what's good. I already know what you're going through. So stay tuned to Druuill because we got something special for you today, as always. But look here, chosen vessels. I know you are wise beyond your years, okay? I know you're wise beyond your years because God blessed you with the gifts of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and He sprinkled a little bit of discernment on top of that. You are extremely blessed, chosen vessel. God has blessed you with knowledge, wisdom, understanding, plus discernment. Not everybody is blessed with these things. You may have people that are older than you, people who are more experienced, people who are wiser than you, people who have lived more life than you, but they still don't have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of a chosen one because our gifts are given to us from God. I remember since I was a real little child that I would be able to have grown adult conversations with people. My parents had colleagues, friends, associates. I remember being introduced to them and talking to them. But it was always some people that I wanted to talk to, and there was always some people I didn't want to talk to. Listen to what I'm saying here. I understood from a very young age that there are some people that were good, and there are some people who I had no business mixing my energy with. Okay? They may call it shy. They try to program me and have me think that I was shy. I was never shy. I had discernment. I knew who was a good person and who wasn't a good person, despite the image that they may try to portray in public. I knew that since a child. Okay? I remember being 3 and 4 years old, having grown adult conversations, having to dial it back so I didn't embarrass anybody, or so I wasn't trying to act grown around anybody when all I was doing was just being my smart, intelligent young self. Okay? But I'm not holding anybody at fault for that. That's all right. They didn't know any better. Nobody's perfect. But God blessed you with knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and discernment. And since you are a chosen one, I know you know what I'm talking about. Okay? You have more experience than other people who have lived longer than you. You have more experience than other people who may claim to know this and may claim to know that. Whatever area God blessed you with as a chosen one, I know you have some level of expertise at something, okay? There's something that you know more than the average bear. And it's a blessing from God. You didn't have to study it. You didn't have to learn it. That's why all this stuff that I'm telling you sounds like music to your ears, because this is already something that you're already aware of. All I'm doing is helping you remember. I'm just a messenger to help you remember. That's all. God chose me to send you this message so that you may remember the person that you already are. You already have knowledge. You already have wisdom, understanding, plus discernment. And God gave them to you. That's why since a very young age, you already were smart. You already were wise beyond your years. People would always say, oh, you think you know everything. You don't think you know everything. You're just the chosen one. You're just a chosen vessel. And God blessed you with a certain level of knowledge, okay, that you didn't have to go to college to get. Chosen vessels, we are the ones in the Bible where they say, who is he that has letters but is not? Who is he that does not have letters but is learned? To not have letters and to be learned means to not have gone to school, to not have graduated, but you are still learned. You are still a wise person. You are still a knowledgeable person. You are still an intelligent person. And I'm not knocking college. Go out and get all the knowledge and wisdom and get all the degrees and certificates you can get. But in terms of having a spiritual eye and a spiritual mind, And in terms of understanding how to let God guide your life, and in terms of how to understand God, that has to come from within. That's something you're either taught from somebody who knows, or God has blessed you with that. Okay, and God has blessed me, just like I'm sure he blessed you, chosen vessel, with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. There are other people older than us that have to come to us for certain types of information, how to do this or how to know that. And I'm talking about before technology, before the phone age, before the information age. Chosen ones were just we just had knowledge because we get downloads from the universe, because we're tapped in and we're connected. And that's why we are wise beyond our years. Okay, there may be people who have lived, like I said, have lived more life and have more life experience, but they don't have the wisdom that God gave to us. They don't have the knowledge that God gave to us. And it's cold-blooded out here because they don't want you to be as smart as you are. They don't want you to use that information and that knowledge to better your life. They rather you just sit around and do nothing with it because you're smarter than them, and they may end up being jealous of you. They don't want you to know that you're all knowledgeable. They don't want you to know that you're all knowing. They don't want you to use that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They want you to keep it locked up because they don't have it. They don't want you to use it because they don't use it. They don't even know where to start. But chosen ones, we know. We know how to let God guide our life. We know how to trust our intuition. We know that everything happens for a reason. Along our journey, we get downloads, and from observing life, everybody could make their own opinion on things, but it's not the opinion of the chosen one. People aren't seeing life the way we see it. Okay? There was only one Jesus. He had to teach people. He was a teacher. He saw the world differently. He saw the world righteously through his mind, through the eyes of God, because his mind was God's mind. He was aware. He knew who he was. Chosen ones, we know who we are. We may not have known fully. We may not have known that we were a chosen one, but we always knew it was something special about us. We always knew it was something different about us that set us apart from the crowd, that made us stand out, that made us different from everybody else. We always knew, is this person good for me or is this person not good for me? I knew that from a very young age. This is stuff that I always knew, that I already knew. When I was young, 3 or 4 years old, I knew when people weren't good for me. I knew if I wasn't supposed to be around this person or not. And it wasn't being shy. It was me using my discernment. God blessed me with that at a very young age, to be able to tell this person's good for me, this person ain't no good for me. And as a chosen vessel, I know you were blessed with those abilities as well. And use those abilities. Whatever gifts God gave you, don't be afraid. Let that light shine and use your gifts, no matter who don't like it. You shine, you use your gifts, you use your knowledge. Those are your powers. The fact that you were blessed to know more than other people and be able to understand this world and life better. I remember being a child and understanding God more and greater than people who have supposedly lived more life than me. And it's still the same way to this day. I get around people, people at work and stuff like that, and people outside of your house and stuff like that. And when you get around other people, you could tell, like, oh, okay, this person just knows this, but they don't have no real understanding. And chosen vessels, you see the smile. I know you're smiling right along with me because you have real understanding. You have real knowledge. You have knowledge about life, how to live. That's why people are always watching you and monitoring you, because they need to watch you so they could pick up something, so they can learn something. They don't have the heart or the fortitude to come to you and say, "Will you teach me? Will you teach me this? Will you learn me this?" All hail the chosen one. They think that's how we want them to be. They think we want them to come to us and bow down or something. No. All you got to do is say, "Hey, can you teach me this? Hey, I'd like to learn that. Hey, what's up with that chosen one stuff? Hey, what's up? What's up? Why are you always praying? Why are you always reading those books? Can you teach me about God?" They don't have the heart to do that. But we knew about God since we came out the womb. We knew about God, okay? All the questions you used to ask, nobody had the answers to, did they? I remember being real young, asking questions, profound questions to adults, and they did not have the answer for it. That's because God blessed me with a very advanced mind. And it's still the same to this day. My mind is very advanced. If you're watching this YouTube channel, I know it's the same for you. I know your mind is very advanced. I know you're more advanced than the average bear. You're able to grasp stuff and understand things that people got to stand there and scratch their head. And sometimes they just say they don't even know. You ever been around somebody and you're trying to figure something out and they try to include you in what they don't know? Oh man, we'll never figure this out. We don't know this. You just standing there looking like, I know it. And they won't even let, like, yo, I've been around so many people, they didn't even want to let me speak because I knew that I knew the answer and they knew I knew the answer. People are so stubborn and so immature and petty because they don't know. They will not listen to you because you know. They want to act like you don't know too because you're all knowing and you're intelligent and smart and God blessed you with a good head on your shoulders. They want to act like you don't know either. Oh, I guess we'll never figure this out. When they act like that, you keep them answers to yourself. Don't say another word. They're not worthy of your presence. They're not worthy to hear you speak. When they don't want to hear you, just stop talking. Just zip your lips and keep it moving. God will bless you with some people who want to hear what you have to say. If God put this message on your heart, if God put this knowledge, wisdom, and information in you for it to be spewed out and to be listened to by others, and if it was meant for you to speak to other people to help others, then that's your calling. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Don't hold that light back. For the longest time, I held my light back because I knew I had discernment. I'm like, hey, if I go too hard, man, people aren't going to like me. If I go too hard, I'm going to ruffle some feathers. People aren't really going to be too kind to this successful person. People aren't going to be too kind to this guy that's going above and beyond. But now, when I look back, I should have been going above and beyond the whole entire time. Because here's the thing. When God blesses you with the information and you are the one who knows who's supposed to be using it and supposed to be better in your life, if other people see you with something and be like, yo, it's going to be a time where he gets it and he uses that to better his life, they're going to try to hold you back from using that and make you doubt yourself, make you second guess yourself, make you think that what you know isn't really worth anything, make you think that it has no value and you don't have any value when your knowledge has value. If you know something and when you talk to other people, they listen. The people who do listen, the people who do show respect. If somebody has ever told you, like, hey man, you have a gift, or you should talk to people, or you should do this, or you should do that, listen to that one person because that's God, baby. That's God God sent that person into your life to send you a message. And I've always had the knowledge and wisdom to see that as well. So if you don't know, now you know. God speaks to us through signs, numbers, and people. All right, that's why you're seeing the repeated numbers. That's why I'm talking to you today, and you're getting this message from this YouTube channel, Druuill, God's chosen vessel. All right, God uses signs, people, and numbers to speak to you. So pay attention. Now that you're aware, now that your consciousness has been raised to the next level, continue to watch out for these signs, continue to keep an eye out for these numbers, and continue to use your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right? Don't be afraid. If you have to keep it to yourself, keep it to yourself. Stop sharing everything that you learn with people. All right? Unless you're a creator, unless you're making a self-help video to motivate people or to improve people, share it with your audience. But as far as going to the people that are in your vicinity or people at work or stuff like that and be like, hey, here's this new cool thing I figured out. Hey, I figured this out about the mind. If you do this, this will help you. No, 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 no. Keep that knowledge to yourself. Keep that wisdom to yourself and keep that understanding to yourself. All right. And that will come with time too. That's also a tool and tactic of discernment because you're supposed to discern who you're supposed to be giving the information to and who you're not supposed to be giving to the information to because everybody is not worthy. Put in the comment sections and say everybody is not worthy. I have to be careful who I give my information to. Don't be afraid to put that in the comment section. All right. I got to be careful about who I give my information to because information is worth money. All right. Knowledge is worth money. All right. Knowledge and information is the new money. Relationships, that's the new money. Okay? Currency is changing, people. It's not just paper dollars anymore. Yes, physical paper dollars are cool. Everybody needs them. I needed them to pay my phone bill so I could get on my phone and use my phone. All right? But knowledge is better because knowledge can bring you money. Information can make you more money. So make sure you use that knowledge. Make sure you use that understanding that God blessed you with, okay? Whatever it is, you use it to help yourself, to prosper for yourself, so you can help others and help others prosper. Because if not, you're just going to be just like everybody else. You're going to be letting people hold you back. And we're not letting anybody else hold us back anymore. Because we know we have knowledge and we're going to use it. We're going to use all the gifts God gave us that we should have been using way back, that we might have been afraid to use. All right? Don't be afraid to use your gifts anymore. Don't be afraid to use that knowledge anymore. If you feel something's not right, it's not right. That's your knowledge. That's your wisdom. That's your understanding. That's your discernment. You're using your intuition to decipher out who's good for you and who's not. Do that. Don't be afraid to use those things. All right? God gave them to you so that you can prosper in his world, in this world, and in your lifetime. So thank you for watching this video. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and most importantly, if you haven't already, you already know. I don't know why you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button, and everybody stay tuned because we have way more powerful videos for you today. Thank you for watching Druuill, God's Chosen Vessels. Peace out. Everybody have you a great day and throw that V up.